As an avid enjoyer of Minecraft, a game made of cubes, you'd be surprised to know that at some point in time I had an unusual obsession with various other shapes. Maybe it's because Vsauce went over every strictly convex deltahedron, or maybe it's because the Johnson Solid Wikipedia article is full of sesquipedalian names. Also, the renders here directly inspired my channel icon. Regardless, I became very excited when I realized that Fabric API, which I used to code my mods, supports hard-coded block models. This means I now have the power to give blocks any shape I want. And oh boy did I shape some blocks. Let me introduce you to the most cursed blocks ever added to Minecraft. For our first block, just warning you, there's a little bit of alliteration in the name. It's the Spruce Sphere! Talk about sprucing up your builds, am I right? I also made sure to give it a kind of accurate hitbox, although it's tricky to do that. But don't you worry, this is the only alliteration I'll be doing. It's the Pumpkin Pyramid. Isn't it gorgeous? What's fun about this one is that jumping on it hurts you because it's pointed. And yeah, I'm sorry about the alliteration, but at least there's no names that rhyme. The Bone Cone is another spiky block, and you'll never guess what happens when I jump on it. Oh no, I'm taking damage. The two of these would make for great teeth blocks if it weren't for the fact that I forgot to give them upside down variants. Who needs Diamond Door when this mod has the Diamond Torus? Yes, I did just turn diamonds into a donut. And yes, you can throw things right through the hole. Something I've neglected to mention is that these blocks are part of my illegal building techniques mod, which adds items like the wrench and pump, which I can use to rotate and inflate blocks. And as you'd expect, this also applies to the cursed blocks I've added. This means I can take the Diamond Torus, flip it inside out, scale it up a bit, and now I can enter a really unusual cave. I can apply the same thing to the Spruce Sphere, and turn my sky into spruce. But screw all that. This is the Skulk Screw, which I can stack and make a very long screw. And it's honestly pretty mesmerizing to spin around it. Hey, recall the Diamond Torus? Well, I refined it into a diamond, even though this is not really a diamond, it's an octahedron, but we're gonna pretend that's not true. Here's another hedron, the tetrahedron, which I made terracotta because tetra kind of sounds like terra. Yes, I am losing my grip on reality, and yes, I put the effort in to let you slide up and down this side with an accurate hitbox. And no, this is not the end of it. Next up we have a completely normal crafting. Never mind. The UVs on this thing are just slightly rotated, except the top. But hey, this is a pattern you'll never see in Minecraft. The next one's actually pretty cool. It's the Hour Comb. Honeycomb, hourglass, get it? When I stack it, it actually makes a pretty interesting pillar shape. However, none of the puns in these block names go as far as the elongated square jar by 𝚂𝚘𝚋𝚘𝚙, which, despite its straightforward shape, has the most insane name of any block I've added so far. It actually beats the waxed weathered cut copper stairs in terms of name length. This gyro elongated square by 𝚂𝚘𝚘𝚙 has 26 sides, which is a lot, so I decided to add a shape with just one side, the Mobius strip, Doke log. If you didn't know, this is actually a shape with one side. You can start at the top, follow it around to the underside, then come out back on top. And now that you've seen a shape with one side, it's time for the grand finale. A shape with so many sides, it lags my game out. It's our favorite fractal, the Menger Sponge. When I place it, it takes the game a few seconds to calculate all the faces it has to render. And look at that, it is just beautiful. I calculated it, and because this isn't really optimized too well, there's about 160,000 faces in one block. I can place a bunch of these at once, but then it's very unlikely the chunk will actually reload. It took like 10 seconds, but finally they render. What I find crazy is that this shape is only 4 subdivisions deep, meaning I only put the shape inside of itself 4 times in a row. And I tried going 5 subdivisions deep, but the game would not run. As you'd imagine, adding all these weird geometric shapes took a whole lot of math, but that's math that I'm okay with. The math that I'm not okay with is how the sub count of my friend Dr. Ike just surpassed mine. He wants to be the biggest Minecraft modding YouTuber, but watch out! The more he grows, the more his massive ego is fueled. So do your part and desaturate that subscribe button on my channel, for I have no ego. I am also very handsome and smart.